they're off and racing for this 0 to 75 handicap, and Sapta in light blue colours is away well. Also racing handily is Zarat Teshreen up towards the outside, and they're being followed through down along the inner by Hawawaya, who's also showing good early speed. Another racing prominently as they make the left-handed turn is Al Maqam Arafie. They're being chased 2 lengths back by URE, and with that one Doctory a little wider out. Ardaf is racing next with Najm Al Wasil over towards the inside of Najmat Al Shaib, the others all with plenty to do. Making the left-handed run back towards the entrance to the home straight, less than 600 metres to travel, and it is Hawawaya, the white cap, showing in front over Sapta in second. Straightening up in third is Zarat Teshreen, and then a little wider out on the course is Tawi, that one up into fourth position. A further 2.5 lengths back off those is Al-Kamam Arafie, but making the journey inside the final 300 and kicking for home, it is Hawawaya opening up here in the hands of Mohammed Al-Sharima, has gone the best part of 6 or 7 lengths ahead in the twinkling of an eye, and the opening race at Taif today is over and done with. It is Hawawaya well clear of Zarat Teshreen in second place. The race will be on for the places. Hawawaya comes home a clear-cut winner of the first. And they're off and running. It looked to be a pretty good even break as well, with I Am Al Khaladir over towards the inside showing up handily, with on the outside fellow grey Wabel Al Burak racing in second. In third early is Afsam Moom, and then towards the outside is Rad Al Khaladir. Then in the green and white colours, Bakar Al Khaladir racing deeper out as they head left-handed around the home turn. Shamik Al Khaladir now racing in second last place, and Arsalan is a few lengths adrift as I Am Al Khaladir makes the left-handed turn back towards the entrance to the home straight with a 2.5 length advantage, and seemingly goes very well. Wabel Al Burak is giving chase in second. Afsamoom is a further 4 lengths away in third. They've got about 2.5 furlongs left to travel from here. A little look behind there from Azil Al Sahani on the leader. It is I Am Al Khaladir, but beginning to close the gap on the outside is Wabel Al Burak, and back in third Afsamoom is also now to within around about 3 to 4 lengths off the leading pair. So making the run into the home straight and taking up the running now is Wabel Al Burak. Goes on by a couple of lengths. No more from I Am Al Khaladir. The danger is Afsamoom, who now comes to within a length and a half of the leader and is challenging strongly down the outside. They're well into the final furlong here. Wabel Al Burak, the yellow headgear to the far side. Near side is Afsamoom. They're stride for stride going for the line, and Afsamoom is lifted home. Afsamoom gets up. This is the third race, and they're off and running. Rather missing the break was 8th Barat, and that one towards the back end of the field. And Gala Jawad was also very slow. Looks a little bit awkward in the early stages as well. That one also already tailed off. Through the first few strides, Oakdal Hassan is one of the first to show, with over towards the inside. Falcree showing good speed as well as they hurtle towards the bend, and they're being followed through by Moaila, who's made up a fair bit of ground, is not too far off the leaders now. And then out a bit wider is Malaya, and then catching up after a slow beginning is 8th Barat, has gone up into around about 5th position as they're now on the home turn. They're being followed by Garam Al Ward, who's wider out on the track. We're through along the inside Rida Al Bari, the others headed off by Adhari and Rayat Al Seed as they make the journey back towards home. And with the advantage, it is Falcree over towards the inside, bringing them back towards the straight at around about 53 kilometres an hour. over. Second position on the outside is Moaila, and then deeper out on the track is Malaya. Also looking to get involved late is Taj Alanea in the yellow-coloured jacket, makes it a wave of 4, who have now moved a couple of lengths ahead of the switching 8th Bharat, who's trying to come with a run down the wide outside. In the yellow noseband, it's Malaya who strikes the front narrowly, but battling back is Taj Alanea over towards the inside. These two hooking up in a good battle towards the line. They're clearing away from 8th Bharat back in third. Nip and tuck these two as they head for the finish. Malaya down the stand side, Taj Alanea the far side. Taj Alanea just doing enough from Malaya in second. They're off and racing. I think Totham's been withdrawn, and on exiting the stalls, Lozia loses the rider. So Lozia has lost the rider at the start. Alexis Marino has been dumped, and through the early stages, one of the first ones to show is War of Courage in the pink and blue jacket. Imperial Show is prominent as well. Zafia down along the inside. Balea not too far off the pace either, with working out deeper on the track Monat Al-Bari, and wider still Curlin's Jewel from a wide draw. They're being chased towards the turn. The light green sleeves of Cresta de Vega, and back in behind those is Al Raki, and in behind Al Raki goes Yua J without deeper Ibn Rashash. A little break off those to Yosodek, who is right at the back end of the field, as it is Imperial Show in the hands of Wigberto Ramos, bringing them left-handed back towards the straight at nearly 57 kilometers an hour. On the premises is War of Courage towards the outer. They are 2 lengths ahead of Cresta de Vega, who's over towards the inside of Life's a Beach, who now starts to pick up, but is being strongly driven. Up towards the outside is Monat Al-Bari in the black cap, but this leader goes well. Imperial Show has found a real gear change there at the top of the lane and sprints away as they make the journey on towards the final couple of 100 meters, and it is Imperial Show now 5 or 6 lengths clear over War of Courage, making no further impact. Life's a Beach towards that one's outside, and deeper still to Monat Al-Bari, but it's a one-horse race in the closing stages. Imperial Show can afford to be eased down close to the line, wins it well. And out they come, off and racing, and breaking out well. Harty over towards the inside is one of the first ones to show up. Also Ali Hawaii is racing prominently, and Pat Cosgrave has Minwa spot the white jacket blue cap also well to the fore. Not too far off the pace either is Commissioner Way, that one over towards the inside from much wider out on the track, and looking to cross over. Assad is racing out deep with Corcovado, who's in the red coloured jacket. I Am Magic, who's in black, is also racing fairly close to the pace now. Back in behind these front runners is Agua Plano as they now leave the far straight behind them. Nashea is running next. That one is in advance of Manhattanville, and then over towards the inside, a fading Commissioner Way. That one sliding back. Montfael with plenty to do, but on the sharp end, Minwa now being ridden along, and towards the outside, Assad has come there travelling strongly here to take over, with close up in third I Am Magic, and then endeavouring to get on terms with them up into 4th position Corcovado. Next in running Agua Plano as they race into the home straight, with from here around about 300 metres of their journey remaining, and it is I Am Magic who now strikes the front. I Am Magic goes on. Finishing off well is down the outside Guillemont from a very long way back, also in black colours, but surely the bird has flown here. It is I Am Magic by the best part of 3 to 4 lengths, a slightly diminishing advantage racing close to the finish, but the job is done. I Am Magic is the winner. Here we go, they're off and racing. Korbar broke out well, along with Nur Alanea in the yellow-coloured jacket. They are a couple of the first ones to show, with Zemma Reed out a bit wider. Deeper still to Tool Al Game in a dark-coloured jacket. A little wider out then to Kalahat Delmon, and also pushing forward is Najmat Al Mahafil up towards the outside with Segar, and widest of all Ebrak. So settling themselves down, and with the advantage at what looks to be a pretty fast early pace to Tool Al Game over towards the inside of Segar. Pat Cosgrave has got Segar very handy there up around the outside, and then through along the inner is Afasar, who's not too far off the pace as they continue their progress over in the back straight. Just up in behind the leading few is Zemma Reed, and then beginning to improve is Najmat Al Mahafil up in between runners. Without wider on the track, Ebrak, and they're now coming a little way clear of the others, headed off by Nur Al with Korbar now looking to catch up as well. Got a fairly good start that one, but was reined back a bit and is now on the move once more as they're galloping left-handed back towards the straight, and it is Afasa who shows in front by around about 2 lengths over Najmat Al Mahafil, who's now gone off in pursuit into second. Corfield continuing to finish well up towards the outside. Further back then to Zemma Reed, and then in behind those the weakening Segar. They're down the lane and with the advantage and clear as well. It is Afasa by the best part of 3 to 4 lengths. Still giving pursuit all the way to the line is Korbar down the outside, and Korbar is gaining fairly rapidly as well on Afasar as they go close home, and Afasar's pocket is picked near the line by Korbar, who gets up to win. And they're off and racing. And one of the first to show is Harlow, who broke out quite well, but now just settling back in behind runners. Al Fassam is showing bright early speed, with Yahya a little wider out in a green cap. And not too far off the pace either is Leoyun Hassan in the early stages, and from wider out, Latoadel is also pushing forward. They're being followed next in these early exchanges by Sati Al Maidan, who's currently a little isolated, running in 5th spot, without wider on the track in orange sleeves Modbeck. Then closer to the inside is Ala Haas, that one racing on ahead of Milana, and further down the pack then to the likes of Montehira and also Abo Shebar as they now begin the left-handed turn out of the back straight at 59 kilometers an hour. And in the black and white jacket, Alpha Sem showing narrowly ahead. Lato Hadel, though, is on the premises, is a close second. Leahun Yassan is back in third. 4th position is Yahya, and then comes Sati Al Maidan, with back in behind those Alahas looking to close in. Then along the inside is Ala Jarbo as they're making the turn back towards the entrance to the home straight. Masrood is also trying to put in some late work and is making a little bit of progress, and Modbeck towards the wide outside as well. So swinging on in, a few chances here. Al Fasim now challenged for the lead by Latohadel, and right down the outside Sati Al Maidan, and Sati Al Maidan now strikes the front with just over 200 meters left to travel. Sati Al Maidan from Latohadel in second, and then out a bit wider and staying on is Alahas as they race now into the closing stages. And Alahas, one of the most experienced horses in the race, has come through in the closing stages. Milana late on the scene, but it's Alahas who wins. Milana is back in second. And they're off and racing. And in fairness, the worst start came from Auger Al-Khaladiya, is the early back marker, 1,600 metres ahead of them. It looks a very steady tempo on this head-on shot, and indeed, they're just crawling along here at around about 54 kilometres an hour. That's about to increase a little bit, perhaps. The lead held by Easter du Soleil over towards the inside of Mawazin in the light blue colours. Dirgham Al Ansari, and making up the ground as a result of this slow pace, Auger Al-Khaladiya, and doing it without much fuss as well. Taif Hassan is following along with Zahi Al Jazra, who already just looks a trifle outpaced and is going to perhaps just get a tickle with the stick there as they continue their progress going down the far side of the track and the left-handed turn on its way, with Easter du Soleil cutting out the work, more than a length in front of Dirgham Al Ansari towards the inside of Mawazin, and then up into fourth now. Taif Hassan has undertaken Auger Al-Khaladiya, who looks in a spot of bother at this stage, only has the struggling Zahi Al Jazra behind. They haven't gone very fast, and perhaps in a scenario such as this, being on the front end is very much where you want to be, and that's where Easter du Soleil is at the moment. Camilo Ospina bringing them back towards the home straight, and that wrong might well be righted, but there is still time for a pursuer to get on terms. The closest pursuer at the moment is Mawazin, who's around about 4 to 5 lengths away. Taif Hassan is back in third, fully 8 or 9 lengths off the leader, who has less than 300 metres to last home. So it is Easter du Soleil, who's made all the running, is now under an all-out drive the far side. So too Mawazin in second. The gap between them is still 4 lengths, with back in third Taif Hassan, and racing into the concluding stage is less than 100 to go. It is Easter du Soleil. Camilo Ospina will ride the winner here. Easter du Soleil it is, breaking her duck at the 6th attempt. And here we go, our final race is underway. They're off and running. Alma Bahani was quite slow in getting going. Spot the red headgear is at the back end of the field early. It looks as if Rapid Best's rider Azil Al Zahani wants a view of the front and is going to achieve that, running towards the winning post in the first turn. Full Marks from a wide draw is up into second position, with Dream Biz not too far away, and nor is Peak Perfect as they now race left-handed around their opening corner. The leading fewer being followed by Bugatti, with out a bit wider the yellow sleeves of Endued, and then towards the inside the red cap of Drawing Clocks is a further 2 lengths ahead of Ghost in Most, and that one is just in advance of Mashir as they're about to enter the back straight. Nolan in a pink coloured jacket is well down the field as they move on past the 1200 metre, the 6 furlong marker. Well down the field is Al Kaitab in green and white colours, blue out wide and Mathael, and then right towards the back end of the field is Fohaydan, and also Kerbash is well in arrears as well as they continue their journey going down the back. Very well strung out. Rapid Best looks to be getting racing with Full Marks a long way from home here, and as they head now towards the end of the back straight, maybe Full Marks just popping the head in front as they're now swinging left-handed. Full Marks moves on from Rapid Best, whose running looks done, I'd say. Off in pursuit of the new leader is Bugatti. That one now about to take second position, with Dream Biz a little wider out. So it is Full Marks as they make the journey back towards the entrance to the home straight. Full Marks has got 5 lengths on Bugatti, whose rider isn't panicking just yet. Up into third place is Drawing Clocks, and then to the outside Dream Biz. The others being headed off by Ghost in Most, and it's going to be a long last 300 metres here for Full Marks because Bugatti is coming, and Bugatti comes through now to take over on entering the final 250 metres. Ghost in Most against the rails is finishing off well. Back in behind those is Drawing Clocks. This is far from over. Ghost in Most is going to have a late say here. Ghost in Most towards the inside of Bugatti. It's these two to the wire, and it's the good-looking Ghost in Most who gets on top, close home. Ghost in Most wins the finale.